Hello and happy Halloween. Welcome back to another day in the arena. But this isn't just any day. It's All Hallows. So let's play a Halloween-ish kind of theme deck. Mostly black, almost all black. The only thing that's actually green is the other side of Find Finality. Kind of a heavy discardy feel to it, a creepy vibe to it. You can be a pirate for Halloween, so a few pirates sounds like a fine idea. That'd be a great Halloween costume there. And then we got, of course, Doom Whisperer, one of the creepier cards in the arena right now. Dreadshade also right up there. So let's do some spooky Halloween flavor text. The forest surrounding the Vess estate became the Caligo Morass, a vast bog stalked by horrors too terrible to name. Send out the tracker. But yep, it's all about that flavor today. All about celebrating Halloween. I don't know how this deck will do. It's not meant to be better than Golgari or Red or all the other decks that people are playing right now. Just meant to go out there and get some action in honor of everybody's, well, not everybody's favorite holiday, but I think a lot of people would put Halloween right up there. My wife for sure. The Halloween decorations in my house are madness. Madness. I have to claw through a whole bunch of spider webs to get to the bathroom. Madness. What do you suppose is cooking over there? We got a Goblin Banneret and a Priority Hold. What could it be now? Come on, Fabio. Surely the decision isn't that difficult. It's either an enchantment for your Banneret or a removal spell for my tracker. But I guess we'll be here a minute while Fabio figures it out. Come on, Fabio, you can do it. You can click the button. You can pass your priority, can't you? There you go. Good job, Fabio. Let's launch our Dreadshade. Send a message that we are the scary ones. Lands off the top so far for the hand. Not what I was looking for, of course. Some decks like drawing that much land. Me, I think I could be doing better right now. I did say that there's a whole bunch of discard and hand disruption in the deck. I was not lying. I simply haven't been able to draw it. And my goodness, we've got a deliberate opponent. This might be one of those games. God, please help me. Please bless me with the ability to not rage on an opponent who's playing just as slow as possible. I'm gonna need even more patience than that, it appears. Well, Chupadupa, do you want to take out the Banneret? Is that a good play? I feel like I should save Chupadupa for something else. So I'm going to get my Memorial to Folly out of the way and pass the turn. Not willing to trade my tracker with my opponent either. And we'll see what Fabio has for us on turn 4, if it's all going to start coming together. Perhaps we'll read the cards. Perhaps we'll read the cards in hand. There's a Sky Knight Legionnaire, a difficult card to block. Might end up being the Chupacabra's victim at some point, though I always suspect an angel is around the corner when I play against Boros, so I'm always holding a Chupacabra for some kind of an angel. There's a Find Finality. Let's go ahead and launch Mr. Tickles, as I've heard him called now, and bring forth the big spooky Doom Whisperer themselves. Don't know how they identify. Better safe than sorry. And now, what do you have to kill the Doom Whisperer? Do you have more Justice Strikes in your deck? Is that your weapon of choice? No attacks. Well, that's what you like to see. Okay. The party is raging here. We drew a Burglar Rat. I told you there was discard in here. I didn't pay life to set up my next draw because I wasn't sure what I want. I was sure I didn't want a land. Maybe that's reason enough to use Doom Whisperer in that spot. Let's use that rat, shall we? Shall we? So, Fabio, new player or a deliberate player, either way, we'll see what you got, how you handle the Burglar Rats and their chittering little craziness here. They seem to have a whole bunch of toys hanging out with them, and is that somebody's boots? And a ball of yarn? I don't know. Banefire hitting the yard. Wow. So I have this option with the tracker. I could also find... I think I'll use the Doom Whisperer first and set it up, because I could draw a land and keep hitting my land drops thanks to tracker this turn. Well, I don't see a land. But I love getting back... I love filling the graveyard and drawing Isareth the Awakener. So I'm going to move these... Actually, I'm pretty happy with both these draws, and I don't need to cast Find to get it. I can save Finality. We might still need to clear the board. I'm happy with what I've got. So let's get the Doom Whisperer rolling. Opponent examining the grip. Choosing to go for response. Which means they also plan to block with the Sky Knight, which means they'll also take 4. Doom Whisperer will die, but we can bring it back. Oh, they might have another burn spell as well. Okay, they ganged up 2 burn spells on the Whisperer. Alright, then I will move out of the damage realm. I can kill this to save some life, but I think instead I will use Find. Give me back my critters. And that's why we splash, unquote splash, Find in the deck. Because it's just such a great engine card, and with the doubling ability as a sweeper for when your opponents go super wide, it's just the card you want. Our opponent already down to 1 card in their hand. They're on top deck mode. So things are looking up as they are going to have to put together an answer to the Doom Whisperer again. They'll get a hit in with the Sky Knight. And it's my turn. Let's go ahead and remove 2 of their spells and get that Explore trigger, even though I don't plan to bin anything. I love what I'm drawing. It just makes my Deadeye Tracker bigger. And since I can't use the tracker this turn, I can attack with it. The opponent could trade with their Banneret. Do I care about that? It's not like Tracker's doing a ton in the matchup. And I can get it back very cheaply with the Awakener. Or the Memorial to Folly. So I guess I don't care too much if my opponent wants to use their Banneret to trade with the Tracker. It's better than trying to figure out how to pump Dreadshade around it, which would be much more mana intense. I think at this point, if we're trading 1 for 1, we're doing a good job considering that we're up so many cards. My opponent's definitely not new. They might be new to Arena, but they know all the plays to make. They haven't made errors. So it might just be some Arena freshness causing them to play a little more deliberately. I think I would rather relaunch the Doom Whisperer than the Isareth and the Shade. I want to get the block here on the Sky Knight and not take more damage than we have to. Getting cheesed out of the game by some great series of drawing flyers and cards like Aurelia is probably the only way that we can lose. All right, opponent's passing. Let's send over the Doom Whisperer. We could, or maybe we're supposed to wait. Like, it's hard to picture what the series of plays my opponent could make that would get them out of this is. I would rather be aggressive. I don't know what's going on with their deck, but let's not be cowardly. If the opponent has more answers, let's see them play them. Bang! Alright, bring out the Dreadshade. Bring out your dread! 9 pence. I'm not dread! Yeah, you are. You're a Dreadshade. Alright. Play the Awakener to go with the Shade because Awakener can start bringing things out of the yard. So at the end of the turn, the opponent's looking around saying, I'll kill the Awakener. Another Lightning Strike bites the dust. We do have Memorial to Folly. We can get it back potentially in the future if we need to keep grinding. But I don't know. Do you kill that Awakener? Do you kill that Dreadshade? Pretty scary Dreadshade. True Fire Captain. Whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player. So that's an interesting card to play in the face of a Dreadshade. Unfortunately, our opponent doesn't know about the Chupadupa. He's going to come pave the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, we're a land away from winning. Perhaps I should have set that up with the Doom Whisperer. I've been being careful about my Doom Whisperer activations in this game. Yeah, we'll go for damage here. Hiya! And our Fabio has had enough of the spooky beatings. So we'll have a quick look over the deck so you know what's coming. Into the build. So we've got, when I said hand hate, I wasn't kidding. We actually have 4 Vicious Rumors, 4 Pilfering Imps, and 4 Burglar Rats, because the first thing I want to do is hit their hand pretty hard. The next thing I want to do is play something large that's hard to deal with, like a Doom Whisperer or a Dreadshade. And the third thing I want to do is get this stuff back if the opponent starts rebuilding, or take advantage of what I dumped in the graveyard, or just get infinitely ahead with Immortal Sun. Find Finality. The Finality side gets used sometimes. Most of the time we're finding and replaying our discard cards or spamming Chupacabras. We're weak to a few things. For example, I'm not doing much about Rekindling Phoenix in the build. It could just happen. I could just die. As far as Planeswalkers, we're not playing Vraska's Contempt either, so the Immortal Sun is needed to stick to shut those down. But hopefully our proactive Dreadshade and Doom Whisperer game can finish a lot of games before they even get too far. Vicious Rumors in particular gain 1 life, deal 1 damage, discard a card, top card of their library into the graveyard to, I guess, Fuel Tracker? I don't know. But it was something I really wanted to try, and the art seemed spooky and Halloweenish. And the Pilfering Imp, sacrifice it, and you choose a non-land card, they discard it, use that as a sorcery. That just a bit more hand hate than I usually play. We also have 2 Arch of Orazca to try to leverage a wider board should we get there and get ahead on cards. So just a value little black mid-range deck that I thought had enough spookiness going on to be my Halloween deck of choice. Not designed to be the greatest deck in the world or anything, just a fun little build. Perhaps you can try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. And we've got Tracker into Rat, into Find, into Chupa. It's not bad at all. It does feel like playing a ridiculous amount of small ball with Burglar Rats, Deadeye Trackers, but then boom, Dreadshade, it's huge. Boom. Doom Whisperer, it's huge. Find Finality, kill all my own things, or get them back. Whatever. Good times were had by exactly me. Alright, our opponent is launching a Golgari Guildgate. If they're a Stitcher Supplier type deck, the Tracker could be exactly what we need for the matchup. Oh my. Is it my birthday? Find Broker and Pilfering Imp. And I can explore right away. I wonder if that's better than playing a Burglar Rat. I wonder. But a Burglar Rat can block the Glowspore Shaman too. My opponent wants to draw this tomb. Okay. Let's Burglar Rat you. Ooh, Ink Eyes. Yeah, or Thousand Eyes, sorry. Yeah, Zoni. We better start going after that. We're gonna start eating that graveyard ASAP, because I don't know how long my tracker is gonna live. Never mind. Plank walked. Oh, yeah. I'll take that block. Next turn we can find and bring them both back and replay the tracker. Redeploy. Let's see if the opponent has another Walk the Plank. They have an Isareth. All right. Well, they can't really use it, because I can respond by using the tracker. So I don't need to kill it right now. I can play the rat and keep attacking that grip. The Golgari Queen, oh my. Your hand must not be too bad. Uh-huh. Let's see if you want to use that. Once the target's announced, we can use tracker in response to shut it off. If the opponent doesn't know how the interaction works, they might well go for it. They're going for 1, and they're targeting the Imp. Yep. In response, I'll take away your Imp and your Zoni. The Zoni can't be targeted for a minute, but it's something I want to make sure never comes back. I could block. Just have it in the graveyard again, so the next find can get another rat back. Is that really important? I don't think it's important enough right now. Not right now. Secret Squire will try to find a land. They'll find a Find Broker instead, but keeps Find Broker on top despite not having a land. Don't know if I like that. Don't know if that's the play. So we could Vicious Rumors our opponent and get their Find Broker in the graveyard, but I kind of don't want to. I want them to draw it since they're having mana trouble. And I do want to either kill this or use the ability again. So I think we're going to play our Dreadshade and hold up the tracker ability. By the way, Vicious Rumors is fun against Explorer when you know what your opponent's top card is and you can mill it. Just saying. Let's see if the opponent decides to try their Awakener again. Squire's attacking as well. Strange. Alright, what's your ability going to do? Questionable choices to this point. Oh, they're going for it again. Okay, they didn't learn their lesson from last time. Seems pretty good to get even more cards out of that hand. It must be a decent hand. Dreadshade, you can eat the Seeker Squire. There might be a fungal infection. That's the only thing I can think of to be afraid of. And if we wanted to make sure the Squire died, we could block with the rat as well. But I'm not going to play around fungal infection here. I'm just not afraid of it. Alright. Can attack our opponent's hand a little bit now. Oh, this Reborn to the bin. Vicious Rumors. Bang! And the opponent doesn't want to discard any more cards. They've reached their limit of what they're willing to discard. Okie dokie then. Well, we'll try it one more time. It's Halloween. Why not? The Kind Fiend. Or Kind Fiend, maybe. Well, we'll see how kind you are. Overgrown Tomb, Memorial Folly, Pilfering Imp, Dreadshades, and Doom Whispers on the draw. It's a funky little hand. Might be too slow. It's hard to tell what the heck I might be up against. It also lacks some amount of land. Deadeye Tracker definitely doesn't guarantee you can fix that. It's so close, I'm not sure. It's one of those things where I don't know how good Deadeye Tracker actually is in the matchup, therefore it's really hard to keep. But this one I can keep. And our opponent opens with an island, so I'll make sure I get my tracker on the battlefield right away, since they might be into opt and graveyard shenanigans. Here we go. Now, is it? Will the Deadeye Tracker die? Double blue. Drowned Secrets. Who are you gonna mill, I wonder? Well, I'm gonna leave this open because I have a feeling no matter what, my opponent is going to mill somebody. Somebody's getting milled. So having my tracker open can get me an extra explore trigger. I see, I am getting milled. Well, that's unfortunate. That doesn't get me an explore trigger. Let's see if the opponent's prepared to fight the Dreadshade. Well, our value game doesn't work that well if the opponent just is attacking our deck. We're gonna have to figure out how to beat down quickly. Chart a course. Okay. Watch that deck turn upside down. Those triggers do take their time coming up nowadays. I'm sure some of you have seen that as well. Can't seem to get my draw going. I guess what I want most is to do damage. I can always play a tap land next turn. Alright, combat. Down to 11. What'd I give for a Vicious Rumors kill? That 1 damage. Pew! Bing! Ooh. Brutal. Alright. We got a rat, we got a folly. I should try to increase the size of my tracker. I guess I'll take spells because there might be a mission briefing. There is a search for Iskanta. Okay, land. Tap, land, go. Ugh, this is not going great. Half dead. About half dead. We do have Memorial to Folly, which can bring things back. The problem is I don't have anything to interact with the enchantments, so it's all just hoping. Our opponent misses their land drop, though. Do you think they play counterspells? We haven't seen anything quite like a counterspell yet. Perhaps a Pilfering Imp could clear the way for the Immortal Sun? Let's find out. Haha! They do, in fact, play the counters. And they keep on top. Gross. So we could use Memorial to Folly and put a Pilfering Imp onto the battlefield to try to clear a way for the Immortal Sun or our next spell. That might be a lot better. So, yeah. That might be a lot better than exploring and doing not much else with our mana. The problem with the Pilfering Imp ability is that you have to play it as a sorcery, and it does cost you mana, so it'll be very hard to play the Immortal Sun this turn anyway. But if our opponent taps out for some kind of draw effect, we can go for it. The main thing we want out of the Immortal Sun is to shut down Teferi. There he is. The villain of Dominaria themselves. Himself.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
And to pump our squad.
We need to move quickly.
So what do you think? Does our opponent play with Negate? And how good are they at drawing it? That is the question now. I think that the best play is to go for it. I don't think I can sit back and goof off, and success! We'll drop our opponent to 3, and we'll see if they can close the deal. We still have 22 cards. They can't use Teferi. It's the Immortal Sun. And they pass the turn, perhaps to settle the wreckage in hand. Pilfering Imp can take it out. Alright, get ready, my friends. Did we find a way through this? Haha, they did in fact hide to settle the wreckage, but that won't work right now. Vicious rumors you for the lulz. Give him another Chemister's Insight. Hilarious. Finish the job! Oh, our little black dorks that could. Amazed we got out of that one alive after the start of Drowned Secrets into Psychic Corrosion. Our opponent missed a crucial land drop. That's about the only thing that I think kept us alive. Well, I hope you enjoyed this silly little black deck, and I wish you, of course, the very happiest of Halloweens. Go get that candy, and of course, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.